Today's Marvelous Monday message is brought to you by Mrs. George's class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy birthday, Caleb Hoffman, January 19th. Happy birthday, Amanda McVeigh, January 20th. Happy birthday, Anastasia Crouch, January 21st. Happy birthday, Greg Crawford, January 21st. Happy birthday, Alexis Eagleson, January 24th. Happy birthday, Olivia Lynn, January 24th. Happy birthday, Connor Leach, January 25th. Happy birthday, Isaiah Meeks, January 25th. Happy birthday!
Remain seated. Share one voice level. Keep feet right in front of you. Good job talking nice.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Blaine. The character word for this week is forgiveness. What is forgiveness?
Forgiveness to me would be forgiving someone that they done to me, even though it wasn't nice.
Good. Hi, Ivan. What does forgiveness mean to you?
When you forget, like if somebody hits you and you forget of them.
Good.
Once they ask for forgiveness, I tell them it's okay.
Good to see you, Remy. What does forgiveness mean to you?
Forgiveness means to me, when like somebody's like bullying you, but then they became a Christian. They say, "Hey, I believe I say thank you for saying that because bullying is not the Christian way."
Hey, friend. I'm asking what forgiveness means. What does forgiveness mean to you?
Forgiveness means to me like when someone's mean to you and they apologize, you're probably gonna forgive them for what they did.
Good.
Check it out. There's a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration on Monday. What was life like when Martin Luther King Jr. was growing up? Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. When he was growing up, Martin faced problems in his community. Some white neighbors wouldn't let their kids play with Martin because he was black. Back then, people of different races and cultures were not always treated equally. African Americans were often mistreated just because of the color of their skin. Blacks and people of other races were not allowed to go to the same school as white students. Segregation is the separation of people based on their race, culture, religion, or other reason. There were segregated businesses and even segregated water fountains. But Martin Luther King Jr. worked hard and overcame many challenges. He skipped 2 grades in high school and went to college. Then he went to graduate school to study religion and received his doctorate. That's why we call him Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. After, he became a reverend or a leader of a church. He began organizing the community to protest segregation and fight for equal rights for people of all races. What did Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. do? In many parts of the country, whites and people of other races had to sit on different parts of the bus. On December 1st, 1955, a woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white person. She was arrested and sent to jail. Dr. King helped organize the Montgomery bus boycott to protest segregation on buses. Thousands of people refused to ride the bus for over a year. Finally, the Supreme Court ruled that segregation on buses was against the Constitution. After, Dr. King and other church leaders came together to form the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Together, they decided to fight for equal rights in a peaceful, nonviolent way. Dr. King led more boycotts of businesses that practiced segregation or treated African Americans unfairly. He also helped organize sit-ins. A sit-in is a kind of protest where people sit and refuse to move or leave. People sat peacefully in segregated restaurants in protest. Even when the protesters were mistreated, they refused to leave. Although segregation was against the law in many places, it still happened. Dr. King helped organize protesters who rode buses to test and see that segregation was not practiced. They were called Freedom Riders. Dr. King helped organize peaceful marches around the country. Marchers asked for equal rights and fair treatment of people of all races and cultures. Sometimes they were mistreated, but they still stood up for what they believed in. What did Dr. King do in Washington, D.C.? In 1963, Dr. King helped organize the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Hundreds of thousands of people of different cultures came together. There, he delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Even though Dr. King protested peacefully, he was arrested many times. Some people disagreed with him, and they tried to scare him away or hurt him, but he didn't let anything stop him. In 1964, Dr. King won the Nobel Peace Prize, an important award given to people who work for peace and equality. On April 4th, 1968, Dr. King was at a hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. There, he was shot and killed. A man named James Earl Ray was arrested for assassinating Dr. King. Thousands of people walked in the streets to honor an important leader of the civil rights movement. Today, we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day to remember his life and his beliefs.